Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of VargasTUBE. I want to apologize for our first couple videos. We have a tendency of speaking over each other. So what we have today is this is like the talking stick. When you have the talking stick, no one could talk.
There we go.
So let's get better at that. Here you go, Emiliano.
Thanks, buddy. Just thank you guys for tuning in. This is fight week for my two brothers. I'm very, very excited for that. I just can't wait to see you guys fight, and I know everything you guys have been putting in and the work you guys have been doing, and it's always beautiful to see the final product. So I'm excited. Our Martis, you got any takes on this?
You want to pass the stick?
I'm making weight. I'm a little like what's the word?
Moody.
Yeah.
I'm hangry.
Yeah,
I'm angry.
But VargasTUBE, this is for you guys. I'm doing this for you guys and my supporters. And February 5th, you guys do not want to miss it. Mandalay Bay.
How are the abs looking though?
Oh my goodness.
How's the abs looking though? Just real quick. Just real quick. There we
ready to go.
Anyways.
All right. Any hoot.
Anywho, I got the stick now, so
stick.
Excited, definitely excited. The boys have worked extremely hard, and this is gonna show. It's gonna show, February 5th. My boys are, finally gonna make their, United States debut
Splash.
and their United States splash, and so we're excited. We're excited. I'm excited, and yeah, Vargas para rato, cabrones.
How have you seen him though? How have you seen him?
Oh, great. I mean, Amado's, look, all of you guys have it.
Yeah.
But Amado was a little bit like more raw.
Yeah.
So I had to get him I had to do a lot more sparring with him.
Yeah.
Have a lot more sparring for him that he can get more comfortable, more fluent, more, boxing, his intelligence, but he's done so much better, and I'm super proud of him. And you've done great, Amado. And
for the little experience that they have,
Yeah,
people don't know. People don't know. My brothers don't have a lot of amateur experience the way a lot of other people do.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's something crazy to see them competing with world champions, and some of the world champions you've sparred, like Kell Brook and
Sean Porter,
Ugas,
A lot.
one that just beat Manny Pacquiao actually.
Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah.
That dude is a monster, bro.
Yeah. Amado Gervonta and who else?
Shakur Stevenson, Robertson Ramirez. The list goes on, but
all that helps you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
100%.
All that makes you a greater fighter.
And I owe it to my father for, being in this position that I am. All the training, all the, where you at, this and that. I need that. And Dad, I love you, and I'm just so grateful for everything that, that's happening. It's a dream that we're fighting somewhere where you have fought, Dad.
That
and
is crazy.
I said this on the news. It was like yesterday, I think, or a day ago. But I'm just all this when I'm asleep, and I have dreams of just hearing the crowds, Dad, and it's so like it gives me goosebumps. But I love you, and let's go. I'm gonna be 4-0 this Saturday. Love you, Pops.
You've done amazing, and so all of you guys have done amazing, and I'm super proud of it. All of you guys. Now it's time to show the world what we could do. What the Vargas dynasty is all about.
My whole thing, Dad, is like, it's crazy because you had some of your most notorious, well-known fights there.
Sure.
Even some of the fights that were a little hard for us because we're your family, for us to watch. The fans love you, and it's such a blessing to walk into that. Yeah. Like, we walk into fans already loving us, and the support that you always told us, I want to be just a little bit of my favorite fighter, El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., and I believe you've done that. Times when we go to MGM Grand or we go to weigh-ins,
crazy.
bro, how do they mob them?
I've felt claustrophobic
Yeah,
at
like-
times, and you know that. Hey, for real, no, like I feel like, all right, like I don't mean to be rude. Like, you know, if anything, you've taught us, you know, at the end of the day, you're nothing without your fans. You know, but it's, hey, you know, you get some people that are drunk and try to grab you, and that's what fans kind of don't get. You know, you maybe see a video of online like, oh, he turned down the fans, but you may not know that this fan was grabbing you, and you know what I'm saying? But either way,
counter punch you, bro. It's fight week, bro. Watch out.
For real.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to startle you. But that's just the thing. Just people don't get that. I'm sure, you know, my mom and, you know, some of the. I'm sure you.
Let me say something real quick, Mom. How did you? If you could give the stick to Mom,
Oh, I was waiting.
please. I got you, Mom. Mom's doing
Beauty
great.
queen.
I want to ask you something. How was it? And we're talking about this before we came on. How was it for you dealing with my dad being to the public? He's not just, you know, he's not bagging groceries. So you had to learn how to, like, as a little girl, to know that, hey, my boyfriend is a celebrity and he doesn't just belong to me, but he belongs to the public.
Well, before I answer that, I just, you know, I just want to say I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous for this weekend.
Don't be nervous.
It was easier seeing your dad fight, as hard as that sounds. I think now, if I were to compare who would I see, either you guys or him, I would definitely say him.
Gracias.
It was easier because I met him in boxing. I mean, in amateurs, and you know, I got to see it all from the amateurs all the way to the pros.
Mom, talk to the mic. Talk to the mic. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
guys.
You're good.
I have
You
a
gotta
loud
pull
voice.
the,
Tilt
mi-
it.
pull
No,
the
you just gotta
microphone
tilt
down
it.
to yourself
Sorry.
a little bit.
You can put it right
There
there.
it is.
All right. They moved
Yeah,
it.
perfect.
Such a
Excellent.
gentleman.
I'm short, so I guess.
This is
Yeah.
beauty.
Okay, now you can hear me. Sorry.
Shorty.
No, I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous. I think, me and China
Yeah.
feel the same way. It's we've seen you guys' work, hard training, right? We've seen it, and it's just different. I feel, well, she'll talk about how she feels, but for me as a mom man, I get goosebumps. I'm not gonna be able to sit down. Yeah,
Mom's
I'm
gonna, mom's gonna
Take
be
a shot
sipping a
from
little
me,
bit.
Mom.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
No,
Little
it feels- it
patron
feels-
wart.
I thought we were.
It's fine. We don't need it. We're just
Okay,
taking
we're,
our time.
we're
It's
trying.
fine.
We're trying,
to.
you guys. It's very
There you
hard to
go.
not talk over each other. But no, I'm excited, but I am nervous. So all the moms out there that you know see their kids fight, all the amateur
tough.
moms and all the
man.
pro moms, like you guys know exactly. And I have 2 fighting the same day.
Yeah.
So you
And
know.
imagine when all 3 are going to be on the
I
same.
know.
Hey, that'll be a hell of a card. I'll tell you that for sure.
So you guys pray for me, please. 'Cause I'm gonna need a lot of
Absolutely.
prayer that day, but I'm gonna be super excited.
Absolutely.
You know, excuse me, I yell a lot. So if you hear me, you're behind me or in front of me, I'm letting you know right now. Sorry, I yell a lot. So,
Straight punches.
straight
hands
punches.
up.
I'm gonna start.
Keep
You're
your
gonna know
hands
everything
up.
that
Keep
I
your
say to my
hands
boys.
up.
But no,
out
I'm
of the
really
rope.
excited. I'm really
Don't
excited.
get hit.
Don't get hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
They don't need to tell you that.
I'll
be all right.
How you
China?
feeling, China?
Yeah.
I feel very excited for my brothers because, like, seeing them go through all, like, the process through camp and everything. And even when I was smaller, like, you guys, like, just like, growing into your dreams and working hard for what you guys want. It's very, very, makes me very proud seeing you guys now fighting at the
Oh, you're gonna make me
MGM.
cry. You can't make me cry.
But it's all for you, though. You know.
Yeah, I
It's all
love
for
you guys.
so
It's like seeing
beautiful.
you guys now, like, all the talks that we were talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna make it big one day. Da, 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 da.
This is
Like
And
now it's
then
here.
Now it's here, and
Yeah.
you guys are fighting at the MGM.
I just
Mandalay
gotta
Bay,
Mandalay Bay.
sweetheart.
Oh, my bad.
I just gotta say a quick
It's all
story.
good.
So, why the Mandalay is so important to us? Fernando, he was fighting. I think it was a tournament, or a ranking tournament. It was the nationals here in Vegas, and we came obviously to see him. And after he won, he's like, "Let's drive down the strip." And so we drove down the strip, and right in front of Mandalay Bay, he was like, "Babe, do you see that? Do you see
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Do you see the billboard?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I see it. Of course I see it. It's right there." He's like, one day my name's
right.
gonna be up there. And he's like, "Watch, mark my words." Sorry, this thing's moving. One day you're gonna see my name up there, and everybody's gonna know my name.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, "Whoa, we just came out of an amateur fight. Like, you know, we're were coming.
And I stopped everybody. So,
But
By the way,
come on.
At first I was like, oh, this guy's like, what is he talking about, right? But then he's like, babe, do you see it? And I'm like, whoa. And I looked and I really saw like his name and his image. And so fast forward, you know, he fought. His first pro debut was in Oxnard, California. And his very first fight outside of his hometown was at the Mandalay Bay.
Wow.
So that came to pass. So I thought it was very beautiful. We drove in, and I remember seeing the billboard, and we cried. And it was so beautiful because it came to pass, you know? I mean, how many people speak things into existence?
Yeah.
And not that many people can say that they've accomplished that. So I think it was a very special moment for us. So it's very special having you guys fight at the Mandalay Bay. And it's just... You know, it's
history.
It's like repeating, but I'm like, man, not as young as I used to be. You know, I'm like, I don't know if I could. But what if I faint? Jesus,
you'll be good.
So much.
Can you answer the question that I asked you though? How did it feel when all the hype was? I'm talking about my dad was fresh out the Olympics. Yeah. Every promoter wanted him. Signed one main events. He didn't go with top rank because Oscar was obviously top rank. Yeah. My dad was number one and everything. So, and then like. Boom, my dad hit superstardom. How did it feel for you? Like,
I think it was a lot to grasp. I mean, I was a little girl. Yeah,
21 years old on top of the world.
I didn't understand how everything was happening so fast. And for me, it was a little scary because I felt like we have a saying, I would tell him, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
What is going on? I did not sign up for this. You told me that, you know,
that's a good one.
You know, you love me and all these things, but I thought this was a hobby, like, you know, and obviously, you know, later on I find out it wasn't. But it was pretty scary. It was too much at one time. I didn't know how to handle a lot. Obviously, women, man, you guys are the devil. The devil. I'm telling you. No, it was very hard. I think learning how to share your dad with the public was the toughest thing I think I had to deal with at a young age. And
I'm sure.
And know that, you know, I came second in my kids. So it was like, wait a minute, how could I accept me being second or third, fourth, fifth sometimes?
Right.
Because boxing and
boxing
everything
came
going on,
first, and I just felt the sport is so selfish.
Yes, it is.
And you know, like Christmases that we would do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she came later, but Christmases we would do. I mean, we would celebrate Christmas
in camp,
but it was really, you know, a different month, but we made it Christmas.
January, February, but in the Vargas home, it was Christmas. It was December.
You know,
having tamales still.
If he fought during, you know, what's it called, Easter or whatever, we made it happen. And if we couldn't celebrate it, we would do it before, we'd do it after. But you guys never knew until obviously you got later, and you're like, Mom, wait, we can't celebrate it? No, we can't. We're gonna do it this time. So I think there's people don't see all the behind the scene things that you know, it's a little bit, I think, anyways, but that was really hard for me to share with the public, I guess, your dad and all that, but you know, I've learned, and thank you so much for the support. You know, I appreciate the fans of so much love they've given my husband, and now it's pouring down to our kids, so I can't be more grateful enough to say thank you. You know, and
beautiful.
Hey, my kids are working hard, so I know they're coming with everything. So you guys stay tuned.
That's right.
Yep.
So China, same thing. Kind of like, how did you feel? Kind of like when, I'm sure you know Dad's dad, right? Yeah. But then you look at his YouTube videos and you're like, Dad's no joke. He is gangster, pushing people at the weigh-ins. You know, getting Mayorga, you know, give him a big eye. Like, when you see kind of his highlights and you see how Dad fought, what does that make you think? Or when people tell you, oh, your dad's Fernando Vargas, what do you feel?
Yeah, because it's like, you guys see my dad as like a world champion and this and this and that, like, but I just see him as my dad, like, it's just, but when I see him fighting on YouTube or like just when they play film around me while they're watching him, it's like, wow, my dad was somebody.
He still is.
Still is.
That's was an era. That's what people don't get. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I've gotten away with like a couple A's on a couple of times because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, anything that can help you.
Say it a little bit,
cool.
little
You know?
once in
I've had a few, you know, friends, let's just say, to say the least. Oh my God, I had your dad all over my binder. My mom.
See what I mean?
Oh my God, those bimbos. It's the bimbo.
Yeah, there we go.
Amado, how do you feel, bro, when you see Dad like ferocious and fighting De La Hoya, fighting Trinidad? How do you
Fighting
feel?
that Cuerte, how do you put
Come on,
combos with Marquez?
I love you, Dad.
He's on a different planet.
Yeah, he's got away,
man.
man.
Like,
Hey.
It's all good.
Look, I made weight today. Thank you, Jesus. And it's really all about maintaining this. So
Zoom
I
in
just
on
want
his
to,
face.
I just
Zoom in
want
on his
to,
face. He's tired.
I just want to weigh in.
Somebody zoom
I'm
in.
skinny.
Show
We're
those
eating
abs, show those
bro.
abs.
After we weigh in, pasta.
Show those abs, Amar.
He got me on the abs.
Wow, sir.
Amar is a pep tortoise.
Oh,
Okay,
but
guys.
here comes Junior.
Oh.
Junior's skinny. Dad
And
loves
here
showing.
he goes. Here he
He
goes.
loves showing.
Hey,
He loves it.
Okay, guys.
how many times?
Mexican
many times?
How'd you say it, Dad?
I don't know.
Every time I said
Hey,
this. Hey,
But
hold on.
Don't
Let me-
be flexing
let me
on your pops.
I said this last VargasTUBE. My dad loves showing his abs.
You
Yeah, he
too.
does.
You too.
And the last
Anyway.
episode-
I'm only a
I don't know if
kid.
you guys seen the last episode. If you haven't, go watch
go
it.
check
By
it.
the way, go check
It's
it
the
out.
battle
It
of
was
the
an
abs.
Interview with what was it? Fox
Channel
5?
5 or Channel 8?
I'm about to say Channel 5. It's Channel 8,
It's
dude.
Channel 8.
They gotta watch it. You're
Yeah,
just
you guys
spoiling
You
it.
guys gotta watch it, but it was it's funny, man.
Funny.
But every time, even in what Channel 8 News Vegas, we're still flexing. My dad's still taking his shirt off.
It's just
flexing.
Vargas. That's
It's
Hey,
Vargas too.
Don't
That's
flex
what it
on
is.
me.
That's
Don't
what it
flex
is.
on me.
and I love
Don't
this
flex on me.
channel because it's really showing the dynamic of my family, and it's
There you go.
you guys are gonna be in for a real treat. We got a lot of good content coming. VargasTUBE. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to ask you something.
All right.
What would you say was your best performance? Because a lot of people like to say I Corte, but you've already explained it to us. But tell the people like what you think, what you feel, where you're like, no one could have beat me that night.
Well, when I fought Raul Marquez, you know, I made weight easy. I trained hard. You know, here was a Raul Marquez that called me out. He got on a.
He was like this,
On
huh?
a, you know,
You know you messed up, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
You know you messed up,
you know
right?
he done messed up. And he goes, so he called me out on a national AP.
Man.
And an AP call. It was when you're doing Associated Press with, you know, all the United States, you know, different, you know, news
Press,
outlets.
yeah.
And they're, you know, Fernando, they're calling in from Ohio and da-da-da-da, and we're calling in from Texas and Arizona. And you know, they ask you certain questions
Right.
about, you know, your fight, who you're going to fight and what you're going to do. And it was going to be my first defense. So homeboy gets on there and we're good. We're cool now.
Right.
I'm cool with him now. You know, hey, but he got under my skin. You know what I mean? He got under my skin by getting on an AP call while I was doing a Associated Press conference, and he goes, "Yeah, we have a call from Houston, Texas. Okay, who's on? Hey, Fernando, this is Raul Marquez." I said, "Okay."
I don't even know who you are.
No, I was like, "Okay," and Raul Marquez, okay. And then he goes, "Hey man, why don't you fight me?" And I go, "Who is this?" And he goes, "Why don't you fight me?" He goes, "You're fighting all these bums." It was my first defense. I fought all these bums, and I
just
go,
won,
and then I
Became
go,
the youngest junior middleweight.
and I go, "What?" And then I go, "Hey Raul, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you right now. My next fight, I'm gonna fight you, and I'm gonna wax that ass." And I told him that.
You had a cuss for that
And
one.
no, it's not cussing.
He
It's,
did.
it's a donkey.
He
It-
did.
it-
This is done.
This is donkey.
Well,
Alright.
So,
put that in.
so, you know, I said some. I might have said some more.
Just Fedos things.
Yeah, you know, I might have said some more
Rated R things.
rated R type
Content.
language. But I kept it. I'm
We're
keeping it PG for you.
y'all.
But let's get to the fight. So, boom, you're at the fight.
So I'm
How
at
did
the
you
fight.
feel?
Oh my God! At the weigh-in, I'd made weight easy. Everything was good. I felt strong, but man, everything that I ate, I felt good. And then I was like, the next morning, I felt good. I didn't feel like I felt normal, right?
Right.
But then when it was time to go to the fight, oh my God, I had this surge like, oh my God, I feel so freaking good. And then like when I was putting on my, when they were putting doing bandaging, putting on my the gauze, the wraps on, and I started shadowboxing, and then I put on the gloves. I said, oh my, I can't hurry up to get in the ring. I can't wait. I'm gonna get this fool. I was like, oh man.
This is
and
my
I
dad
really
trying to
felt,
keep it PG.
and I really felt like I was holding myself back, like even like I felt like I just want to go at him, like, and just let go, because that's how I felt. Like I felt so great, right? But I wanted to make sure that I also, you know, he's a former world champion. I'm gonna have to make sure that I also show him the respect of that. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna let this guy catch me with anything stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
So I started, putting pressure and my pivots and my angles, and I was making a miss, and I was catching. It was until I had not gone past 6 rounds in my pro career. And I went up to all the way to the 11th round, and I ended up stopping them in the 11th round. So to me, I was like, man, that was one of the best performances of my life. And to me, the way I felt, and I just beat Yori Boy. I was my first defense, and then my second fight, I'm fighting Raul Marquez.
He said he was going to take you to deep waters.
He says take me to deep waters, and he was going to drown me. Right. But I know how to swim. He forgot that I don't know I know how to swim.
What's the first meal you had having after weigh-ins though?
You
first
said
meal after weigh-ins.
Carbs for sure. I'm having some pasta, either some pizza.
I just want to weigh in already.
Armado's checked out.
I'm not here right now, but VargasTUBE, I'm only here because of you guys. So I love you guys. But first thing after, I want a chicken Alfredo.
Look at him. He's in switches.
I want so much carbs, because I have not been having carbs. I've just been having protein and
veggies
and whatever you want me to, because I still got to perform. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's funny because Fernando, when he was training, he would always look at the
Food Network.
I do that all the time.
Why do you do that?
I know.
He's like, babe, because after the fight, we're gonna go here, we're gonna eat this, we're gonna do that, and I want a banana split this, and anyway, so he would always think that, and now I see
torture
my
myself.
kid.
Junior.
I do that all the time.
Reposting,
like I'm reposting birria tacos. I'm reposting pepperoni, double pepperoni.
Oh, no. He DM'd
And then people
me.
are DMing me like, bro, why are you torturing yourself? You're like, you don't understand. Like, I'm
true.
eating this as soon as I weigh in.
Yep.
I want to know who does that.
And
are they the only boxers that do that?
I know
when
fighters
you're
do that.
losing weight, you crave the absolute most weirdest thing, like
Cereal.
I want cereal.
Fruity
I
Pebbles.
want what else do I want?
My thing when I'm cutting weight is probably just bread.
Yeah.
Bread?
Like you
See,
know,
'cause you can't have it.
No, I mean I have whole wheat bread and Ezekiel bread, all that, but it's not the same.
Like
It's-
Mexican bread.
No, I'm talking like
Dulce.
no.
That's
Just like the footlong bread. 'Cause I just want a
Really?
piece of it. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I just be craving it. Either
That's weird.
that or Pop Tarts. I think.
What I want right now is I want
Sweet
I want
stuff.
yogurt land with a bunch of cheesecake and brownie bites. that's my favorite.
Bro,
I know
this
it's kind of healthy though, but I can't have that
Not
because
right now.
Isn't that healthy food?
yeah, it's yogurt.
Hey, it's all gonna taste good after this dub, so don't worry about it, bro. The sacrifice is good,
Let's go.
and we applaud that because everyone.
three more days, right?
Couple days, yeah,
Baby,
3 more
yeah.
days.
You look
need
so
sleep.
skinny,
You need
bro.
some sleep.
I'm trying to be like you, Mr.
For
Skeleton.
real.
There you go.
You know, I'm always cutting weight when you can see his jawline. His
Yeah.
jawline starts popping
I'm
out.
pretty cut.
Dad,
right
what
now.
I wanted to say though is I know that a lot of people praise you for your tenacity, you being ferocious, you getting people out of there, but you didn't become, like you tell us, you didn't become an Olympian by just being savage. There's skill behind you. That's why when
Yes.
people, rest in peace Arturo Gotti, but when people compare you to just, people who are brawlers, that's not what you were.
People think that I was a brawler. Well, real people know that, real boxing fans know that I was not a brawler. I was a boxer puncher, and that's what you got to be to make it to the Olympics. And you fight all the best Mexicans, the best brothers, the best white boys.
Yeah.
the best of the best in the United States, you're not gonna be able to do it by just going forward.
That's what you're not gonna do.
That's what you're not gonna do. So you got to box. You got to know how to box. Use your boxing ability. And Garcia, my jefe, always taught me how to box. Go, Fernando, boxea. Usa tu boxeo. Tú tienes bonito boxeo. Boxea. So that's what I would do. So, he taught me that, and then I started learning how to put pressure too, and then from pressure to knocking these fools out too by putting pressure when it's needed.
Right.
If you see an opening, you're boxing, you're being intelligent, and he can't touch you, and then you see you catch him with a shot, and you can finish him. Then that's what you do, because that's the name of the game, is to finish these guys.
That's the best feeling.
Yeah.
When you see it in their eyes, you gotta
when I see,
love that part.
When I see that they're fighting me back, and they're like, and you're fighting them back, and then it comes that point where you get them with a shot, and they go, and the eyes kind of like.
Or what about the body shot, Dad, where they do the?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like,
It's all in
I
the
just
facial
smile.
expression. Hey,
You
Dad.
hit him with the shot, with the left hook, and you hurt him, and I'm like, now you're not that.
Hey,
now you're not that crazy.
Almost talk.
The bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
You're not that crazy no more, huh? And then you go with that body shot, boom, and you're, that's
And that's the fight. That's the
music to my ears.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fighter and my dad. Dad, talk about your craziest weight cut. How you would talk
I
about
felt
that.
Winky right. I eating 3 hard-boiled egg whites one time a day, going to sleep on NyQuil.
3 hard-boiled eggs.
Egg whites. 3 hard-boiled egg
That's
whites.
5 hard-boiled eggs, because you got your balls too that made you do that. I'm sorry, but that's crazy.
Let me just tell you this. 3 hard-boiled egg whites, one time a day, going to sleep on NyQuil. I was so hungry. Had to lose 12 pounds a week of the fight. I didn't know. I just did it old school style. Going to sleep with NyQuil. I was so sleepy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so tired and I was so hungry, and I couldn't. And what I did after the weigh-in, because I always made weight the first time. I don't give a damn if I was dead. I was made weight the first time, and I stepped on the scale. They said 154 pounds. I said, "Whoa!"
That's the first battle in itself.
And then I what I did was I ate all the wrong stuff: pizza, white flour, soda, what is it, pie a la mode, pies, and I felt my insulin level shot all the way up, and then crashed. And it went crashing down right away, because I was like this, already like falling asleep at the dinner table. So then I step into the ring. And I remember like it was yesterday. I was fighting this guy, and I didn't have no power. I felt like I had no, like I had pillows in my hands, and I was throwing punches, and I'm like, man, and then check this out. So I said, "Oh my God!" After the first round, I went to after the round, I went to sit down in the corner, and I go, "I'm tired."
But that's when you went through. We had those issues.
Yeah, we had some issues, some family issues, and also
that's another thing.
And also,
when you step in the ring,
It's everything.
you gotta be mentally, physically, spiritually ready to step in that ring. Any man that steps in the ring, my respect, because it's hard. I saw your mom's face, like she's like, you look weird, and I was like, man. So after like the third round, I'm like, I'm tired. I got man, I just gotta let my hands go with like not even no power, just like points like that. I said, I'm so tired, and people don't even know this. This is like the first time that I've said this publicly, but I was depleted, man. I saw myself. Can you imagine? I want you to think of this. I saw myself going, no more, I can't do it. And can you imagine?
Right.
El Feroz and the people that love me, and because I never gave up in a fight. I felt so tired. I felt so depleted. I felt like I can't keep on going. Yeah. But then I saw the look in your mom's face. I saw her eyes, and like I saw her like worried, and I saw you guys. You weren't born yet. You weren't born yet, baby.
Swimming.
It was just you were still swimming in the nets. You were still swimming in the nets, and so I saw the royal nutsack.
It's golden too.
It's golden too.
Shit.
I think so.
So check
right?
that. So I saw your face. I saw Amado's face.
Well,
They were just babies, right?
Well, every fight, Fernando, you guys don't know this, but every fight that my husband would fight, we had a little thing that after every round, he would look at me and I would know he would be okay. And so, yeah, I had to worry because he didn't look at me.
So I was just so tired, and so I saw myself saying, "That's it."
Yeah.
And then I saw you guys in the like when I was walking back to my corner, and I saw you guys. I saw Junior, I saw Amado, and I saw my wife like
Word.
looking like worried, and I go, "Hell no, you gotta kill me to take what I got." And I just said, I gotta throw a bunch of punches. I had to throw a bunch of punches. I was just throwing a bunch of punches, and there was times where I even heard them too, but I didn't have nothing to finish them with, right? So, at the end of the day, I gave it all I got, and I know you got to beat the champ without a doubt.
Right.
There can't be no ifs, ands, or buts. And at the end of the day, I closed up the fight. I closed the show, and that's what champions do. Yeah. And so that's why I got the decision.
That's what people don't get, though. Fatigue makes cowards.
Oh, out of men.
Out of men.
And let me just tell you, son, I'm telling you.
Buzzed his whole hair, and you know how the bangs were. I felt like it was Samson. Like
They were his signature.
That was the strength.
That's stuff though. That it's just a lot of things outside of boxing. Affect you inside of the ring, how you perform, and you just gotta, like Amado was saying, you're mentally, spiritually, physically. It's hard.
That's why when like friends don't understand when they're like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna be here. We're just gonna be chilling." It's not like I'm in camp, bro.
Yeah.
Like I gym home. Sometimes hitting it 3 times a day, depending where my weight is. But what I've realized with our dream dad is sometimes people don't understand, and you want to get them to understand, but they never will, and it's okay.
Your dreams are too big for people.
Yeah.
Your dreams are gonna be too big for people. You gotta understand that at the end of the day, you're gonna make them feel, like, you know what, this guy's crazy,
right?
Like because your dreams are too big,
exactly.
And at the end of the day, they can't fathom that you're gonna one day make it big, and because not a lot of sons of world champions make it big, but
not only that, people in general,
right? People in general,
not 1% that do,
like it's really hard, man. It's not. I did 30 seconds.
Yeah, my mom sparred me, if you guys
sparring.
don't know. But
oh my God.
And asked me if she said, let your hands go more after that.
I used to always yell at my boys and say, like, throw more, give me more combinations, And I went in there, and I remember Emiliano told me, come on, Mom, come inside.
I tell you, she gave me the biggest fight for the first 30 seconds.
I made it.
But I was like, "Hey, Mom, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. What's going on?"
That's right.
Never again. So now I don't say anything. I just cheer them on.
Amado, you got a question?
Junior, remember what you were telling me when we just got done training? You said when we're all sweaty. What did you say about how it made you remember about Dad?
Oh yeah. I remember being a kid. I remember being probably like younger than China, probably like 8 to 10 years old. I go with my dad to Big Bear training camps. And my dad would always be like, "Vente conmigo, papacito. Vamos a ir a Big Bear." I'm like, "No quiero ir." And he would make me go. He would like beg for me to go. Like, come with me.
Yo te compro lo que tú quieras.
He's like, "I'll buy you whatever you want." It's like, okay, papi. So then I went with him, right? And this was, he would have camp before camp. So his camps would be like 3-4 months, Sometimes my birthdays were even out there. And
holidays.
I just learned that's what my dad did. But I remember, man, it was crazy. I get kind of choked up thinking about this. But I was sweaty today, and I gave my dad a kiss. And he kind of like backed up a little. I was like, "Hey, fool, you don't remember when I was younger? And you would be in your plastics, and you're like..."
I never pulled back.
No, but it was just kind of shocking. Like, you were kind of like, I don't know. I think it kind of caught you by surprise. I think that's what it was.
I think that you come over because I would never, I don't give a damn if you give me a kiss with sweat on me.
Nah, I know.
On you. You're my son.
So my dad would become weight, right? He'd have his plastics on, and he's like, "Hey, cabrón, vente pa' acá, papás." He's like,
Dame un beso.
Dame un beso. Te quiero dar un beso. And he'd be training all sweating Abilene, you know. And I would care, but I wouldn't. I'm like, that's my dad. So I went over there, gave him a kiss. I just remembered, it's like, it's crazy that God put us in this position where now we're able, dad opened the door, but we have so much criticism. We have so much hate, bro, because dad opened the door and people are interpreting other sons of legends and seeing other sons of legends not take their role serious. Yeah. So we gotta boss ours, bro. You know what I mean? And we are though.
Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, I know what I do affects my kids.
It's like
that makes sense. And I say this in the most humblest of ways because I love everybody who supports at the end of the day because just the amount of things people comment and say.
But you know what?
No,
though,
but it's
Dad?
because we're doing
Nobody forced me to put on the gloves.
Right.
Nobody said you gotta do this and you gotta. I decided, and that's something that I love about my father.
I'll let you speak, Mom.
Because my dad has never forced me to do nothing. If he were to force me, I don't think I'd be boxing, Mom.
Go ahead, Mom.
Wait, just to make this clear, I didn't want none of them. I put them in every sport but boxing because it's
and they were all ballers in football and basketball. They were all no joke.
I have a story about my daughter. I don't know if you want to say it, but I was impressed. I think that's what I'm saying. I think she can even box. She has a natural talent. I want to post her video of sparring. I think she was.
You're just a baby.
7 years old. 8 years old.
With the video of doing pass with dad.
No. When you sparred the kid that came to the gym.
Oh, in my flat.
Yeah.
So
just so you know,
so
you guys know that the DNA runs deep.
There was a kid that came.
Nobody was trying to spar him, and he was my age.
No, he came looking for sparring. So
well, and there was no kids his age. So he was like going around asking like people in the gym, but they were like all not his way or like his age or older. He just happened to be my age, so I thought, I was like, he's a guy. Well, there's no difference. Like, it's not a difference.
With the pink gloves.
With the pink gloves.
And flats.
in the flats,
In the
too.
flats. You guys can look at my page.
Gym, just a regular day, helping my mom.
She was helping me in the store. We were.
And then he was like, well, like, nobody wants to spar me. He was talking to my mom. I was like, you know what? I'll spar him.
No, he said, what's your weight? And then he's like, I'm 75. You're like, I'm 75. And
wow.
He's like, the dad goes, but he has 4 fights. And China goes, it's okay. I spar with my brothers. And I train her. She put her hair in a chongo. I don't know if you know what chongo is, but it's a bun, right? She put it in a bun. She had her flats. She had shorts. It's on my Instagram.
Put it on. It's on my Instagram too.
I'm gonna repost it. And she's like, it's okay, Mom, I got it. I go, Dad's not here. I can't be in your corner. Mom, I got this. And
it was just Emmy, just, come on, China.
Puts on the
1,
gloves.
2, 1, 2. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
show what your big brother touched.
She puts on the gloves and
she whoops this dude. She's
in her little China flats, right? And she goes in there.
My baby.
And I'm like, this little girl, this kid had 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah.
She has no fights.
He was already experienced.
VargasTUBE, let us know if you guys want an episode of us with the 3 brothers or with the pops training my sister for a little sparring or something.
I could do pads too.
No, you could.
We do pads.
But guess what? You're way too pretty to fight. But this,
I know.
I know.
This is what.
But I like that she helped.
This is what your brothers are gonna do from the jump, and it is what it is. You're gonna be a boss to start your own business or do whatever. Hey, you may need to help us, get it organized or help us along the way. Right now, it's gonna teach you how to be responsible, but. Thank God,
clothes, getting us where we gotta go.
You're gonna be put in a position to be a boss, from the jump.
Yeah.
She's the
and that's the best thing we could do, and that's what we strive to do. We try to put our family, of course. If you are in a position to help out your family, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And especially our family. We understand some other families are a little dysfunctional or this and that, but
ours is too.
But at the end of the day,
my
family's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest blessings that God has given us because, we may fight sometimes, me and
Right.
my brothers, whatever the case may be. But I know he has me, and I know he has me. And
For the most part, you guys don't fight, which is good.
Yeah, but when we do, we do.
Sometimes you can always bump heads. Sometimes you're gonna bump heads.
I just
what's
can't wait to
crazy,
eat
Dad?
pizza after I'm done.
He's not here.
He's on another,
He's not.
on another world.
Hey, but Oscar De La Hoya actually messaged me and he saw me with Devin, right, his son, hanging out. And he knows that we hang out.
Yeah.
He just likes how we include Devin in our family stuff.
Yeah.
And you know how they say like envidia pero de la buena?
Yeah.
So I know Oscar, he looks up to you, Dad, and our family and how close and tight knit we are, and that's a blessing because he's one of the greatest fighters, Mexican American fighters of all time.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, it's like, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just blessed that I met your mom. Because
Come on now.
of course.
I didn't sign up for this, guys. I didn't.
Hey, I'm blessed.
Let's
that
talk about Mama. It's always about you and us.
No, but it's the truth.
real,
you know what I
though.
mean? It's like your mom is so selfless. She loves everybody. She
love
she
that right
helps
here.
everybody. She doesn't expect anything in return. She gives of her heart. She's such a caring person, loving
He wants to
person.
get brownie points. So
Ah, man,
You
I
guys
don't need
met
a
by
lie. I don't
chance,
need a
too.
lie.
I have a story.
Oh no, tell him how you guys met.
No, well, that we don't have time for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go
Okay,
ahead, go ahead.
Let's
Well, you wanted to say something? Go.
No, I was gonna say about this. Let me talk.
Okay.
Híjole.
Where's the stick at?
I know. Where's
We forgot about this
Give her
speaking
that
stick.
stick.
Fine. Okay.
It's all right.
Vargas, too, we apologize. The Vargas
We're
is
trying,
tend to
we're
get.
trying.
I just can't wait to weigh in.
All right.
You are what? What are we talking about, bro?
For
Emmy,
real.
hey,
Couple
what
days
about
left.
we're at MGM and a fan came up to you and was like, Emmy, I just had a newborn baby and I named my
hey,
son
that
after
was
you.
crazy.
I was like, what?
That was awesome.
Hey, you know what?
Who had a newborn?
Hey, that was dope.
Mom, listen.
Okay, so I'll give you a couple ones where I was like, wow, like we went to where
Zurdo
was
fight?
Zurdo.
Yeah,
Zurdo
in
was
LA.
I signed this guy's forehead. He was bald guy. Signed his forehead. I don't. He probably watched it off. Maybe he didn't, but that was pretty dope. And then Juno was saying at the MGM, and you know what? It's crazy because every time we go, it's like every time I'm getting more and more claustrophobic.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, but it's kind of like, sometimes you don't appreciate your privacy.
I think it's on Ellie Setback. There was a video where we were walking
Yeah, it was
to the
crazy.
fights,
To the fights.
and they're just like, "Oh, Vargas. Oh, look, those are his kids. Oh, I seen your fight." I'm like, dang, dude, like I'm not even at that platform yet, and you already,
That's a
somewhat know.
blessing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
very beautiful.
blessing.
And now that we're fighting at the Mandalay Bay under a really, really big card,
Listen,
come on, it's science.
All this is what I'm telling you right now.
Quote.
It's answered
Junior
prayer.
Vargas shirt.
Answered prayer. I was a kid and I asked God to make me a superstar in boxing. And whenever I can't walk places, whenever
right.
you guys know, you guys see it. Whenever I can't walk places and when I'm leaving the arena, I said, that bloke is to God. Thank you, God, because I love it. Hey, I don't, my mom wasn't affectionate to me as when I was a kid. I didn't have the love for my father, definitely. So, but I have the love for my beautiful family and of the fans, and it's amazing. And it's amazing, vato. To me, it's like, thank you, God. It feels so good.
Yeah.
And I haven't been retired for 15 years, and people still mob me like I'm still fighting. It's such a blessing.
Awesome.
I thank God for this little girl because he became a lot more,
Yes.
a lot more softer.
Soft, yeah.
Because man, híjole.
You got it. Me and Amado got it the worst.
Yeah, we'll come with more episodes with that. I feel like my mom has a lot to get off of
Yeah.
her chest.
Can
A
you
lot
tell I'm,
for
like, angry at him?
no, just for a lot of mothers and a lot of women as well, because my mom's such a strong
woman.
independent woman as well.
Yep.
And she has a lot of stories and a lot of things that I think a lot of women can benefit from. So hey, and if you decide to name your kid Emiliano, again, please comment below.
Emiliano?
And
Emiliano?
I've had fans say they named their son after me.
Well, Amado has had two already. I think three. Three we know that have been named.
Amado's a gangster.
Fernando's kind of like a burnout name.
Yeah,
No, it's
like,
not. You're crazy.
I mean, I just think it's too long. Listen,
Fernando is not a
Dad,
burnout name.
it's like-
Marta.
And mi bella was gonna be Fernanda.
Fernando. Oh,
she was gonna be
no.
Fernanda, but
that's too much.
Hey.
Oh my God.
George Foreman.
Listen, don't talk over me.
I just can't wait to weigh in.
Look, I'm telling you.
Amado's falling asleep.
The Amado one.
I'm on the chair.
Wait, Amado's a gangster name.
There it is.
Because let me just tell you this. That was my great grandfather's name, and I got in a fight with your mom because she didn't want me to name her my kids Amado. She goes.
He loses.
I go
all those fights.
when after a fight. We're in the kitchen, and I think I was drinking at the time, and then you know, my grandma says, tu abuelo Amado era bien alto, bien parecido. I said, ¿qué? ¿Cómo se llamaba? Tu abuelo Amado. And I go, wow. I said, my next son's name's gonna be named Amado. Why? Because I said, that's such a gangster name.
I know.
You got to say he's loved, even if you hate him. I hate that fool, Amado.
That's right.
And that's what I said. Hey, he's gonna be the next Amado. And then and it wasn't me that put Fernando on your middle names. It was your mom.
Yeah.
Because she said that she didn't want you to be, oh well, I'm Junior. I'm Junior. And then so that way, you know, they could say too, hey, I'm Fernando too. Yeah. And it wasn't people say you're the one that put Fernando on all their names. No, my wife did.
That's right. Hey,
all right, guys, make sure you guys tune in February 5th. It's like in about 3 days. Me and my brother Fernando Vargas Jr. are gonna be making our U.S. debut, and I can't wait to weigh in.
Hey, we appreciate everyone that tuned in on this episode of VargasTUBE. We appreciate you coming in and coming into our world. Yeah. Please do not miss our fight February 5th on the Keith Thurman Mario Bars undercard. And remember, hay Vargas para rato.
Let's go.